the future business or business that comes to fruition 30, 60, 90 days from now is a direct reflection of what I've done today.
Hi, I'm Maud Léger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, and innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Rebecca Johnson from the Kate Broddick team. Rebecca's key to success is her dedication to her power hour, committing to her time block to connect with people, support her clients, and to lead generate every single day. Making it a habit and part of her routine has helped her navigate growth within the last 6 years and growing. With that, she wins the day every day consistently and sets herself up for success for later. She has ambitious goals for 2022, so let's get to my chat with Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today. Tell us, what is the key to your success?
Good question. Thanks for having me. I would say consistency and little nuggets of my power hour.
Okay. Yes, we're going to talk about your power hour. You are on Kate Broddick's team, and she mentioned that you do a power hour to help your business. So how do you do it?
I schedule my day in such that I time block from the time I get up to literally the time I go to bed. My day is pretty consistent Monday to Friday, scheduled wise. I start my day with what I call GSD, which is getting shit done for the first hour of my day. And that could be leftover things from the night before, little small tasks, easy to quickly check off the list. And following that, I go into what I call a power hour. I schedule that time. There's no interruptions, no opening of the doors, no appointments, no calls taken, no texts received or sent. And I tune everything out, and that is a time where I just try to connect with as many people as possible.
Nice.
It's not a time for big in-depth conversations. It's more touch points, and I do that every single day relentlessly. Yeah,
Wow.
and following that, then it goes into lead generation, new contacts that have come in, follow up from contacts that have reached out, the day before or on the current day. And then my afternoon is built out with in-home meetings or taking buyers out to view homes.
Yeah.
And then I end the day with, the usual at-home job.
The day-to-day life.
That's where the other job starts, yes.
Tell us about your time blocks. I'm a firm believer time blocks are super powerful. How do you allow yourself not to be distracted?
I close the door, I turn the phone on mute. It goes by actually quite quickly. I'm a creature of habit. I'm a Virgo. I'm like to the book. Like, it's just, I know that once I've done that, like, I feel productive. I've done what I needed to do, and then whatever happens in this line of work, which our days can definitely go off the tracks quite easily. So I find that if I stick to that schedule, then I feel good about if something happened in the afternoon. It's not likely that my mornings get booked up with showings or in-home meetings. People tend to want to see us come afternoon or evening. So I know by then, if, like I said, if something happens to come my way and offer, I still continue that power. I may shift a little bit later, but I just know that it's consistency, because the future business or business that comes to fruition 30, 60, 90 days from now is a direct reflection of what I've done today.
Wow, that's a very great way to see it.
Yeah.
Like, it's how to win the day every day, but how to secure yourself for the future too.
Yes.
Like,
I never, no going to bed feeling with any, miss out or regrets.
Nice.
But if your business tends to get a bit slower, the first thing I look at is, what was I doing 30, 60, 90 days ago? So if you want to build a consistent business month after month, it starts with your daily plan.
Yeah, I love it. So again, more questions about your power hour.
Yeah.
How do you know who to call? Like you sit down and you have it in mind, you grab a list. Like what's your plan there?
Gosh, I usually we have a hot sheet. All realtors will know that when you're on the board on your system, and in the morning, new listings come up in that on that hot sheet. I usually will sit down and have my ready to go. My people that are boots to the ground, people who need to get out and see homes, sellers who are anxious to get their homes on the market. Those people are top of mind.
Mhm.
So I will usually connect with them. I look at what they've been viewing on their portal in their search account. I see homes that come up on the hot sheet, and knowing the criteria that my clients are looking for, I quickly fire that off to them. It's a good way to connect with everybody. Like, how are you feeling today? If we've been out the night before, it's just really good conversation. And usually it's the ones that kind of need you right now. And most of us have, the top 10, top 20 on top of mind. So the other ones that are currently browsing, that don't need my attention every single morning, they get my attention later in the day, or it could be once in a week.
Yeah.
So it's funneled down to, based on their needs, who I reach out to.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then you talk about lead generation. Where do you go for lead generation, or what are your activities there?
We have a variety of branches for lead generation. I have a large past client and referral base, so I definitely reach out to them frequently. They've worked with me before. They're my biggest advocates. They know my style. They are they're ones that I, like, answer questions. We keep in contact after they close on their property, whether it's local activities, local recommendations, things for their homes. We we connect on a personal level, and then and trickle into business. So they're a good lead source. Online, social media, I have to give kudos to Kate as much as social media. I think I shut my accounts down when I was with a team before I joined Kate, and I think I closed my accounts between going from that team to her. And yeah, needless to say, they're up and running, and yes, I've embraced social media as much as it's not my comfort zone, but I understand and appreciate the necessity and the platform that it is, and for the exposure. I have a 16-year-old daughter, and looking at her and seeing parts of the world which we would have waited to see on PBS or an encyclopedia, at her fingertips. I understand that our demographic coming into from other cities, that what social media is. So I have a newfound love.
Nice.
I'm not going to exactly become an influencer or anybody that's
Just seeing the
popular,
value
but
in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's just the boots to ground. It's when we're pre whatever we've been in the last 2 years, for community events, socializing, networking, um, through organizations, nonprofit, profit, like I said, in community events, it's a way to see people in person. So we get a lot of, with our heavy listing team that we get a lot of inquiries. So we're touching people. I'm talking to people today. I was talking to people in Whitby, so and in Alberta.
So just
I
all,
know, I know, crazy times, crazy times.
yeah. So
So
you
we,
talk about listings. How do you
Mhm.
leverage your listings to get either more listings or to sell them to or get more buyers out of it?
Listings. With our listings, we sit down with our clients and we prepare, obviously, their home and figure out who our target audience would be, and then appropriately market, from there. So we do have still a large shift from the GTAA and anywhere east. coming into the Brantford area, Brantford corridor, Brantford, Brant County, it's they're pretty much driving until they can afford a house.
Yeah.
So, we're getting phone calls because they see a listing and they see the price, and it's like too good to be true, and we're racing to show it to them and secure it for them. We utilize various boards because our board only encompasses so many regions, and we will cross board listings, and then use social media again to target the audience, to put the house in front of them, in front of the eyes of the thousands or millions of people that are out there searching on their little computers, their little phones.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then from that, obviously, we have a number of buyers and inquiries on the property, and then between myself and Kate and the team, and we circulate and try and conduct business and help the best of our buyers to their needs.
Yeah, very cool. What quality do you have as a realtor that you feel got you to where you are today after so many years in the business?
I would say a creature habit. I know everything in my life needs to be like an appointment or a routine, and that's been that way as long as I can remember. I had a chiropractor years back, and she was a drop-in chiropractor, and I never went. I don't know. The days go by so quickly. The weeks go by so quickly. As
Yeah.
soon as it came to, I had to say, I'm sorry, this doesn't work, and I had to find one that I made an appointment. If I make an appointment, I'm there. So I know with me that it's the same with the gym. I need to have an appointment, otherwise I don't go. So with me, it's just again consistency and routine, and I'm type A. That's just me. That's how I operate.
Consistency, routine, and I like making an appointment. Your time block
Yeah.
is blocked for that appointment, which is yourself working on your business. I
Yeah.
love it.
My husband doesn't appreciate these characteristics, but they definitely help in this line of work. My clients appreciate it. I'm
Yes.
a perfectionist. By the book. So I think that is a big thing. So many times agents get out there and feel that people are going to start calling them, or you meet someone and automatically assume that they're going to call you when they think about buying or selling, and it's not the case. It requires a lot of time and effort. Some are quick turnover, but if they're out and ready and the market indicates and it's aggressive, but for the most part, you're really nurturing those relationships. It's a big purchase, and right away, if you're clicking with someone and you can understand what they're looking for, and empathize with them, it's a big move. It's a big transaction. I've had a few parents that I've dealt with looking here in Brantford to buy an investment property for their student children to live in, and I found myself a couple times like, would I buy this? Would if I was that mom and I'm putting my child in a foreign city, and would I, am I okay with that, and trusting that agent to truly represent my needs? So all of that, all of these things.
Lots of integrity behind it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
What advice would you give realtors who are trying to grow their business? Like, how can they step up their game or do something right now? It's really difficult to get out there.
Well, 2022 for me,
Yes.
after so many years of doing the same or similar things, this is the year that I've decided to do the complete opposite.
Nice.
Everything, absolute everything, and pushing the limit on that, because it's definitely out of comfort zones in some area, but is trying something and not being afraid to try something, and give yourself a set amount of time to work that and know when it's time to shift. Be open and susceptible to change. The market is ever changing. The buyer is ever changing. Their needs are changing. Our platforms are changing. I think if you become complacent, then you become a dinosaur. So I think it's in the last 2 years has serviced that. There's been, as much as there's been the upset that we've all endured, the there's been some pluses. We've utilized digital platforms and started offering our clients new ways to expose their homes. I've FaceTimed and virtually done showings where clients have bought a home. Now, I never thought that would ever happen, but it works. And if you put your blinders on and you're not open to that, then you're going to kind of be left behind. So be open to change, be willing to try something new. Definitely step out of your comfort zone, and try and seek a really good mentor to who's been through some of the ups and downs in the market to listen to what they have to offer.
Yeah, I love it. Super powerful. Tell us, so 2022, you're pushing the limits. Which limits
Yes,
are
yes.
you?
The year of everything opposite.
Yeah, what is it? Where are you going into, or what are your goals there?
Well, we always have the goal, and then we have the crazy scary goal. I kind of put it out there, and we're going to see how well the universe heard me. And for me, it was putting me out there, exposing a little bit more me, visually me. And as far as business, I would really like to double. That would be my kind of comfort goal, and then my scary goal would be to triple my business this
Nice.
year.
Amazing. Huge goals. That's really great. That's
Kind of scary.
scary. It has to scare you a little, right?
We'll talk on December 31st.
Yeah, we'll do a follow-up.
Yeah. I don't know what I'll look like, but yeah.
How do
We're
you keep
still fresh.
yourself, how do you plan to keep yourself accountable to achieve your goals? That's a big one.
Oh, wow. Let me tell you. We have a wonderful Allison, wonderful team member, Allison. And we have one-on-one check-ins with her, and we have daily accountability sheets that we've created that to keep us on track with, again, when we're doing our power hours, and forcing ourselves to connect with some mandatory minimums on there, which is great. Having a certain amount of conversations every day, and it's that sort of just personal drive to get those done. So we have a great support system between Kate and Allison to keep us, in the zone or on the tracks.
Yeah.
And then personally, that's just, I'm my own cheerleader there.
You're on. Ah, that's amazing. I love it. I love the accountability, not just the goals. It's not no longer just a dream. It's gonna.
No, we all have off days, and there are days that, we get up and
Yeah.
you sigh, and you gotta, climb that mountain again. But I think for me, I look at the end goal, that why I'm doing it, what it looks like if I accomplish it.
Yeah.
And we have so much time here, so make the most of it.
I love it. So inspiring. I'm really, this is great. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing all of this with all these realtors out there. Tell us, where do we find you, since you're going to be out there more this year?
Oh gosh, yeah. Agent Rebecca on Instagram, and obviously all of our handles are our agent and our name. So on Facebook and Instagram, that's where we are, or the Kate Broddick team, or on our web is the teamkate.ca. So we're easy to find.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing all of this.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for joining. Subscribe to our podcast, Realtors Conspiracy, today.